What's good, Fanbase family? What's good, YouTube family? We back up in here for another video. What's good? What's good? What's good? We are back up in here for another video. Let me go ahead and put the information in the chat. Like I said, we doing our jizzle today, and I need for y'all to make sure y'all hit that like button, make sure y'all hit that subscribe button, make sure y'all definitely hit that thumbs up button, okay? We are back up in here for another live. Your girl did take the day off yesterday for Friday evening hangout and chat, but you know, I do so much. I took a break. I ain't even gonna hold you. I do so much. I go super hard in the paint, and so I took the evening off. But we back up in here for another live. Let me put the information in the chat for you guys. Welcome, 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 man. It's been a doozy. It's been a doozy. It's been a doozy. Please make sure y'all join me on Fanbase. This show is designed about Fanbase. If you knew, we discuss all things Fanbase. All things Fanbase, right? That is what we do. So, definitely, you want to definitely stay tuned for it. With your girl. I'm dropping some information in the chat. Okay. My fan base and my link tree. Okay. Okay. Invest in fan base, but let's go ahead and get, like, I'm just telling you, it's been a lot going on, and it's a lot on my mind. So, man, like, I wasn't even gonna come on at 6:30, but I'm like, no, nah, no, I'm ready. I'm ready. Yes, I'm ready for love. Ready, or not. Here I come. Yes. So dropping my link tree and all the things in the chat. We are streaming live from Fanbase. Streaming live from Fanbase. Okay, so like I said, that's what we're doing today. Okay, so let's get back over here. All right, boom. Streaming live on Fanbase as we speak. Now, I took the day off, and this is why. What I come to realize is that in this thing called social media, in this thing called the world, in this thing called the the internet, if you are not careful, it will seep into your spirit to where you will have a nervous breakdown. If you're not spiritual, you're not in the cards, you can fast forward this and come back later, because I'm going to talk about God. I'm going to read energy. That is what I'm getting ready to do. So if you new here, that is what I do. I'm a spiritualist. I'm a motivational speaker. God's spiritual and leader. Okay, so if that's not what you're up to, let's keep it moving. Okay, so when I took my break yesterday, the download was that this too shall pass. Okay, this too shall pass. I've been doing what I've been doing for over 11 years, and I came to some realizations that I'm not about to repeat myself. I'm not about to place myself in energies and spaces and places where I'm not wanted. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And this is what I'm saying. We go from 6 being in here to 2 being in here. And I've noticed that this is how it is with me. And, for a while, the energy tried to get me, depressed and anxious, and, you know what I'm saying, and saying I'm not good enough, and, And that's what it's been since I stepped into my fully stepped into my spiritual leadership role. Now I've been a spiritual leader for quite a while, but when I stepped into this role as Fanbase ambassador, um, when I commit to something, I commit, right? And when I do, right? And so um, that is what I do. I commit. I go hard in the paint. That's what I do. That's just me. So yesterday, I got up. I was feeling anxious. And I said no. Take a pause. Congratulations. I need for you guys to understand that people who done you wrong, they're going to get their karma. But you have to also understand the hard part about healing that people do is not going to tell you about is the time in between people trying to tell you to go to a psychiatrist, the dark nights, the dark mental sweats of purging. Okay? They're going to tell you about the walks in the park. They're going to tell you they're not going to tell you about how you have to, when you're in those dark moments, that you have to literally pull the Band-Aid off and see why that wound is there. Hold up. I need I need somebody to let me know. You know what I'm saying? You're going to have to pull that Band-Aid off and understand why it's there. Now, to a lot of people, that's scary. But over the last 3 years, baby, when I tell you that I purged a lot of insecurities, self-doubts, not being wanted, not being accepted, and understanding, not being accepted into social clubs, not being over here, not being on it is God's blessing in disguise, right? Because I didn't have to sell my soul to get to where I am. That's triggering to some people. Now, what do you mean about selling your soul? Doing things that compromise I didn't say, you know what I'm saying? See, this is self-interpretation with you going into self, into God. So, this evening's message is this too shall pass. I know you're hurting, but we are on the other side. This time was more about you than it is about somebody else. And understanding that marrying yourself, thank you for those likes. Thank you guys. Marrying yourself is deeper than what it sounds. Right? Marrying yourself is deeper than what it sounds. I'm not going to get on here and I'm not going to sugarcoat. And I'm going to tell the truth. Don't like it. People going to come in and out. I'm used to it. You know what I'm saying? Like God went into the church and flipped the table over and be like, this is not of God. This is not of him. And so me going into that point, I've been going through, a lot of, people like, oh, you don't go to church, you're psychiatrist, this, that, and other. They say, how do you make it? Because I am one of God's divine messengers. And once I stepped into that role of understanding that I'm one of God's divine messengers, I understood my role that I did not belong, and that is why I'm outcasted. I'm outcasted because I'm not talking about the mess. I'm outcasted because I don't want to go to the social clubs. That doesn't excite me. You know what I'm saying? If anybody gets to know me, a good book, a good psychological thriller, a good tarot card, energy reading, a good conversation, breaking down positive thoughts. That is what I'm into. And I've always been that way. And I've always, cause I'm gonna tell you, when I pulled the Band-Aid off in these last 3 years, I was horrified at my scars. Okay, when I pulled when God had me in isolation these last 3 years, getting me to this spiritual leadership role, because number one, I'm a Fanbase ambassador, and I don't take anything light. Okay, I don't. But I come to you and say, this too shall pass. We looking on a surface level. We don't even look. Like, I go outside and people speak, and I know that they're not. I could look in people's eyes and tell that they're not there. Like, at first I used to be scared of this, but now I understand. I can look at people and tell that they're not there. Just like I could tell, like, I'm going to be on here for at least 2 hours, and I know that there is going to be maybe 5 people that stay for 5 minutes. I understand exactly my point. You know what I'm saying? I understand this, right? And so when you understand and you speak your truth, when you speak your truth and you understand that people are not meant to stay in your life, understand. So this declaration of where I stand is, I'm no longer compromising. I'm no longer overextending. I'm no longer over-explaining. I'm no longer begging. I'm no longer going to social gatherings where I'm not belonging. I don't want to be wanted. That is a part of being set free. And the reason today's show, What Do I Love About Fanbase, is because I'm able to create my own universe. I don't have to go to anybody's house to be, you know what I'm saying? So going forward, I'ma say this: the public platform. You love me, I love you. As soon as you show me you don't give a fuck, I'm moving. I'm skippity popping on past. And that's just what it is. And a part of me is, I'm a spiritual individual. If you're not spiritual, if you're not just in general, uplifting, warm, trying to move forward, and in your own way, I'm not repeating these cycles of giving my special energy out to people who do not deserve it. So that goes into this too shall pass. This too shall pass. This too shall pass. This too shall pass. That is what I love about Fanbase. I could be me without limits. I can grow without limits. I can evolve without limits. Be you without limits is deeper. Deeper. That's what I love about Fanbase. That is what I love about Fanbase, is because I'm coming into my full self. God did not. Come on now. I don't believe he brought me this far to leave me. There will be mountains that I will have to climb, and there will be battles that I will have to fight. But victory or defeat, it's up to me to be strong. Up to you to be strong. And these last couple of months, God pulled the scars off. God pulled the bad ass off and said, look. This too shall pass. This too shall pass. So, Fanbase, if you want to read it, it's there. Make sure y'all check the chat. We will be going over Fanbase in a minute. I'm here today. We got movie night in a minute at 9. So we will be going live on Fanbase doing movie nights. If you miss any of these programmings, they will be up. Sometimes they'll be up on Fanbase. And sometimes they will be up, but Fanbase live stay up permanently, so you're able to see the lives. Again, make sure y'all definitely download Fanbase. Every time the broadcast, we are streaming live on Fanbase. Okay, so let's go ahead and get this message out the way. Like I'm telling you, God, what God has for you, it is for you. Y'all don't hear me. We not worried about what they doing. We worried about what we are doing. We worried about what our spirit is doing. What we are doing to change the consciousness. What we are doing to change ourselves. I'm not listening to the naysayers and saying, "Oh, this world is terrible," or "This world is falling apart." I'm doing the work to move the ball forward. And I'm going to continue to speak up for the people in the back that you don't see. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to continue. This is my declaration. This is the reason why I do what I do. The reason why I love Fanbase. The reason why I'm on here as much as I am is because this is my way of stamping into history that I'm going to continue to fight. Because people say they see people, but they don't see people. They don't see people. Do they see people? No, they don't see people. I know. I know that was confusing. You like, what? They see people, but they don't see people. No, they see people, but they don't see people. You like, what? What she mean? What she talking about? What it is? What it do like? What it be like? You know what I'm saying? What it be like? This was like. Let's go ahead and get. We gonna start off with some tarot because I wanna go into this current energy. For those coming in, I'm a spiritualist, a motivational speaker, company. I am my Sister's Keeper LLC. Please make sure you subscribe. If you know what I'm saying, download Fanbase. The minimum to cash out on Fanbase is $5. We'll be going over Fanbase, but if you know me, I gotta get God's messages out because I am one of God's messengers, and my spiritual background, I'm a preacher's granddaughter, so. I'm ordained by God to continue on getting these messages out. Okay? Let's go ahead. Ooh, yeah. Somebody is in the Three of Swords. Yeah. Somebody's in the Three of Swords. Brokenhearted. You know, and walking away, with this Knight of Pentacles. You know what I'm saying? With this Knight of Pentacles energy. What's going on with this Knight of Pentacles energy? We gonna get God's word out. As long as I have a voice and I have a platform, I'm going to get God's word out first and foremost. It is what it is. Three of Swords, Knight of Pentacles. Yeah. Spiritual. I told you. You know what I'm saying? Somebody brokenhearted and is in the Knight of Pentacles. In the Knight of Pentacles with this Hierophant. You know what I'm saying? spiritual knowing, spiritual awakening, spiritual information. Okay, spiritual. Y'all, I don't think y'all get that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, journey. So you're on a journey. This is your energy. You're on a journey from being brokenhearted. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. A message is gonna come in about, you know what I'm saying, somebody leaving from this Knight of Pentacles. Somebody being in this Knight of Pentacles. Male courtship. So, you know, somebody had a spiritual awakening about a courtship. But again, we have to understand that, you know, people can have children with people. See, when I speak about taboo stuff because I'm supposed to, you know what I'm saying? People could be married to somebody and that's not their person. That's their lesson. Okay? So let's get that there. Okay? Clarify journey. Yeah. Journey, justice. Yeah. Somebody on a journey to bring you justice. A message about a 3 of Cups relationship. You know what I'm saying? So somebody coming in telling you that, yeah, their money was funny. You know what I'm saying? That's why their money was funny. They just have money troubles. You know, dealing with this 3 of Cups. Clarify male, and courtship. Somebody. Alright. Clarify. See, you need to hold your ground. Clarify 3, the male, and courtship. Yeah. Somebody is all in their feelings, right? About this decision that's being made. But somebody is awakening to this. You know what I'm saying? Oh my goodness, great. I'm trying to stay out the best, but God keep putting me over there. Yeah. No, clarify. Let's clarify justice. This justice got somebody puzzled. Clarify 3 of Cups. Clarify the 3 of Cups. Clarify 3 of Cups. Yeah. That's why they wasn't nurturing it, because they was nurturing something else with somebody else, and now they having money issues. Told you. Family. They was nurturing a family situation. You know what I'm saying? Puzzle. they have spiritual awakening. I've been trying not to touch on this energy for a minute because I didn't even do a show yesterday, and this is coming out. This is shocking. This is going to be shocking news. You know what I'm saying? Oh. Oh my goodness, clarified family. Ooh. Pregnancy says DNA. Like this is one of them things to where it's shocking news. Like it's shocking news. Like people, you believe it's more done than not. It's like men marry women because they're pregnant, not necessarily that they're necessarily in love with them, but that's the right thing to do. Them shotgun weddings, you know what I'm saying? Remember them shotgun weddings? Yeah, clarify spiritual. Yeah, clarify spiritual. Yeah, spiritual awakening. They on the way. Clarify shocking news. Yeah, they coming in to bring balance to the situation. Temperance. Clarify pregnancy and DNA. Welcome, Fanbase. Welcome. Hey, what's up, Pookie? What's up? Yeah. So, clarify. This Queen of Pentacles. What? The gossip is out here. What's up? What's up, Trap? What's up, Bookie? We streaming. La blah 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 blah. Yeah. Man. So, yeah, so let me see this to the ones, man. I'm telling you. You know what I'm saying? What's going on? 10 of Wands. Yeah. This is the concern. This got somebody concerned because somebody don't want to be there. But again, this giving that shotgun energy. This giving that I only married you because you had kids type of energy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what this is giving. This giving because I'm a good man. I'm a good man, Savannah. I'm a good man, Savannah. Yeah, I'm a good man, Savannah. Yeah, that's what this is giving. Yeah. Unexpected income and Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, they gonna pay you double for your troubles of how they played you. Played on your top. For real. Like, that's gonna be a double trouble. Double trouble. They about to pay you. I know. What's good? Oh. I told you it's the dude. I told you he gonna pay you double for your trouble. Hey, you got me, but I ain't sleeping with nobody. I ain't talking to nobody. I'm by myself. You know what I'm saying? Like, double for your troubles. Like, what? Laying on my top. Yeah, they learned they married a psychopath. Toothpasted, phony individual. Two-faced individual. Two-faced individual. Child, what's up? Y'all play too much. Yeah, they longing for you. That's why they about to come in and bring them coins. But you like, man, you so over it. You is so over it. For real. You was so over it. Like, you so over it. You so over it. They about to come in and tell you how they married somebody that they did not love. Oh my goodness. And they running away. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Look, they running away from this psychopath. They running away from the psychopath. I was trying to stay out this energy, I swear. Like, I ain't go live yesterday because I ain't want to be, I'm not a messy individual. I stay out the mess. You know what I'm saying? I stay out the mess, but as God's chosen one in the spirit, I told you. Look, faith, healing, and they wish. I'm telling you, look. But it don't be me, like, man, if y'all been around me for a minute, anything that I say come to pass. Cause I took a whole evening off. Cause I wasn't playing with y'all. I was not playing with y'all yesterday. Like, y'all don't give me no light, y'all don't give me no love. You know what I'm saying? Well, to the ones that do. But I go so hard to where I was neglecting myself, like, for real. I was neglecting myself, and you know what I'm saying? And my energy was way off. You know what I'm saying? Way off. So, yeah, they running faith, healing, and meditation. And I'm doing if I'm married. I'm doing what? Clarify married. Yeah. They not the star. Clarify running from I told y'all, death and rebirth. I told you. Y'all be thinking I be playing, but I be real. I don't want to hear this, but I gotta do what I gotta do. And I know, you know what I'm saying, it is what it is. Yeah. That was having money troubles. And a child's person that got children, but this is coming with some big changes. Yeah, we gonna get ready to get out this energy, and then we're gonna go over the fan base. But I just had that touch in this energy. Yeah. Their occupation had them paranoid. What? This don't even go on this thing. I swear. Oh, I swear. Clarify, child. This is causing some waves dealing with this child. And, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. End up dealing with somebody who has a lot of thrills. You knew I gotta get guys' messages out first. Period. Yeah, they paranoid because their occupation was dealing with reckless. Spiritual gifts came out here. They know they got spiritual gifts. And it's thrills with no strings attached. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Their occupation was dealing with reckless sex. And no strings attached type of situation. Let's get their true intentions. Someone to love, someone to trust, someone to love. Let's get their true intentions. Let's get true intentions. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Please make sure you join my camp. Welcome, welcome. What do you love about Fanbase? Fanbase, drop it in the comments. We are getting ready to go over Fanbase in a second. In a few minutes. Always got to get spiritual information out. Spiritual 411. Long as I have a voice, God wants me to speak up, speak loud, and speak up. So this is what I do before I get into Fanbase. We do have movie night at 9. Fanbase, what y'all want to watch tonight? What we watching tonight? Y'all, Fanbase, what we doing tonight? We doing scary movies tonight? Fanbase, drop in the comments what y'all want to watch tonight. Yeah. True intentions, true intentions. True intentions. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. What's good? Welcome everybody. Oh yeah, greed is in reverse. So, yeah, they not coming to pinch off of you. Let's see. If you want to do a read in Fanbase, let me know before we go into the next activity. We are streaming live on YouTube. Yes, sir. Man, it is hot. Every time I get on the camera, it's hot. I swear. It's hot. It's hot. It's hot. It's hot. It's hot. Big favor and great news. Big favor and great news. Big favor and great news. Then we're going to pull some love cards. Clarify, greed in reverse. Yeah. Yeah, tower. Yeah, that was being greedy and it caused a tower. You know what I'm saying? With this reckless sex and you know what I'm saying? What? Big favor is money. Clarify, great news. Thank y'all for the likes. Ooh, Queen of Cups. They gonna be pulling at your, you know what I'm saying? This gives great news. Is gonna be good for your heart. You know what I'm saying? For the love. Clarify, tower. Yeah. Privileged lady. Done it. Ace of Pentacles. Yeah. So the big favor is a surprise with this Ace of Pentacles. Queen of Cups. Yeah, for putting you through all this and breaking your heart and lying to you and, you know what I'm saying? They look at you as high honor. Clarify, privileged lady. Yeah, they had to get established because, you know what I'm saying, you're the privileged lady. But they had to leave a clingy energy behind. Someone to love. Yeah, they had to leave this clingy energy that was full of lust behind. True feelings. And then we gonna get in the fan base. What's good? What's good? This was a workplace affair. That caused them plenty of legal issues. Which in turn, they had a child with somebody that, you know what I'm saying, was supposed to be lusted. Yeah. And they closing the cycle. They're closing the cycle of this lustful energy. Let's get some lovers cards. And like I said, we finna go over the fan. We finna go over the fan base. Go through fan base. What's good, what's good, what's good, fan base? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome. Oh my goodness. Welcome. We getting ready to go over the fan base. Lovers card. Date. Okay. Oh. Yeah, they know coming to you to try to take you on a date and bring you this gift, you could crush their whole spirit. Cause you know what I'm saying? Playing back old memories. Yeah, let's get, I'm gonna pull soul cards real quick before we go to the next thing. I think that's where let's a soul. Yeah. Be in the present. Live in the present. Yep. Yep. Forgiveness. Forgive. Live in the present and forgive. And be humble. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's pretty much it on the energies. We getting ready to get into fan base. But if you're liking this, make sure you hit that subscribe. Make sure you hit that subscribe. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure y'all download fan base. You know what I'm saying? YouTube, make sure y'all download fan base. Fan base, make sure y'all hit that subscribe. 1,000 loves. 1,000 loves. Chance to win 1,000 loves. Also, your girl definitely got plenty of activities for you, included in your subscription, is how to make money and get subscribers. Fan base is love. All different activities, powerful and truthful. And you do get 1 5-minute tarot card reading. Okay? Coupon steals and much more. Today's quote of the day is, sometimes you need to spend time. Sorry. Home, do nothing, and rest. And that is what we took off yesterday. We took off yesterday because Queen Mo is a superhero, and she's, you know what I'm saying, she's Wonder Woman around these streets and these parts. You know what I'm saying? And she, you know what I'm saying, is day-to-day. Oh, Queen Mo, that's why you need to check on the strong friend. So strong friend, I see you. And y'all watching this on the playback, tag a strong fan base friend on fan base so they can receive some love. Okay? That's, you know what I'm saying? Strong friend challenge. I'm about to make a post about that. I'm about to make a flyer for that. Strong friend. If you have a strong friend, tag your strong friend in the comments on the playback of this live, and I'll be making a post about it. Strong friend. Strong friend gets some loves. Cause it ain't this ain't what you want. This ain't been doing something crazy, cussing out, doing what y'all. Okay, so we got that. Let's go on over here. Before we go over there, let's go over and look at our money. If you new to Fanbase, you will import your TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, make money. Fanbase is raising 17 million. And if you want to invest, Fanbase, the link to invest is in the chat. It's definitely in the chat. Okay, so let's go over the investments. Okay, let's do that. Okay. So this is where we're at. Okay. Flicks, live, stories. Okay. Now, these are the different rewards tiers, okay, that you can get on Fanbase. Alright. You know, Fanbase, if you need anything, shake your phone to get to customer service, okay? I'm on Fanbase 24/7. I ain't even gonna sit up here and lie to you. Okay, I'm on here 24/7. So, that's that. Also, you guys, my link tree is available in all of this. Okay. What else? Okay. Invest Fest. Okay. Alright. These are different activities, okay, for the Invest Fest. Cool. Okay. Black Box Franchising is one of the Fanbase partners that's here on Fanbase. If you want to turn your business into a franchise, these are the things that's linked in my link tree. People pass me by and they don't think that I know what I know, and I don't know who I know, and you know what I'm saying? Fanbase. These are things that's linked in my. I'm just not, you know what I'm saying, an ugly face around these parts. I know what I'm talking about. So be sure to stop, check with Kika. This is in my link tree. You know what I'm saying? This is in my link tree. Okay, so definitely. Okay. What else? Different resources. Okay. We got Earn Your Leisure. So we got this different things, okay? Fanbase part. Okay, so these are my links. That is my if you want to donate to me, my little shop, whatever, my little gift shop, but my Fanbase gift shop for my Fanbase family. But Fanbase partnership program. This link is in here. So I have a lot of information. Fanbase at partnership program. Okay. Okay. Branded audio rooms. Okay. Are you cool though? You know what I'm saying? All right. Okay. Mac Cosmetics, Linktree, Branch IO. Okay. Fanbase how-to videos. Okay. I did. This is okay. So for those who coming in and learning from Fanbase, one of the things, I am Fanbase Linktree winner. Contest winner that they had. So this is my Linktree. Okay. So this is how I set my Linktree up to reroute traffic over. Okay. I do have Avon. Okay. I do a lot, and this is what we're doing. Okay. I do have my company, I Am My Sister's Keeper, LLC, where I help women get their mind, body, soul, and spirit together. Okay? I definitely have that. Like I said, some people, you know what I'm saying? Okay. Okay. Like I said, what? Alright. Okay. Now. You have long form video, and this is where I put videos at for the most part. For the most part. Okay. Long form video, 15 minutes from the phone. Alright. You can have followers and subscribers. If you follow me on Fanbase, you will receive 50 loves anytime on these broadcasts. These are my current numbers, okay? These are flicks, okay? Alright. What's up, Fanbase family? Fanbase Ambassador Queen Mo. Meet me tonight at 9 o'clock p.m. and every Sunday at 9 p.m. for all things Fanbase. Today's topic will be subscribers and keeping your follower accounts up. So with that being said, all things Fanbase is love. Okay. Including in your subscription is how to make money and get subscribers on Fanbase. That is included in your subscription, okay? Now camps. We have camps. Alright. We have camps. Queen Mo Love Den Camp. This is the camp that is open now. This is the camp that is open as we speak as of now. Okay. So that is one of the camps. What else? What time is it? Oh. Love. The I Am My Sister's Keeper LLC camp, my women's camp, and my chosen one spiritual camp. Okay. We have that, and your girl definitely has exclusive content. You, like I said, the minimum cash out is $5. There's different ways that you could make money on Fanbase, and one of them is to be consistent. One of them is to be active and post. Okay, so let's go over that. But yeah, these are my current followers, and yeah, these are my current followers, and yes, your girl has that amount of money, and this is how much I done made so far. Yeah. Okay. So you definitely want to check in. You definitely want to hit that subscribe button. Okay. What else? Yeah. Let's go. See, okay. audio conversations. All right. These are the different conversations going on. All right. Your girl is in the audio room. This is what it looks like. This is what it look like. This is what it look like. Okay. Okay. But these are the different conversations that's going on right now. Tiny homes. Okay. Upcoming audio rooms. Okay, these are the upcoming audio rooms. Monday through Friday. Monday morning marketing meeting is definitely a room that y'all don't want to miss. Okay. Okay, so my room is Monday through Friday morning from 7:30 a.m. to 9 a.m. Okay. Definitely check these rooms out. Okay.
Try adjusting how much of your personalization influences your image.
What's up? What's that? Hey man, listen. You're my guy right here. Hey man, listen. This is the guy. Man, let's go to Fanbase. You're my guy though. I started my music journey with this guy right here, man. Yeah, money in the bank. Hey, we actually, from that song, we got paid from Big Smith Band. WWE. Anti-Bank. On the back. Just off that. Hard on, man, baby. I want to be the head down now. What's up? What's that? Hey, man, listen. You're my guy right here. Hey, man, listen. This is the guy. Man, let's go to Fanbase. You're my guy, though. I started my music journey with this guy right here, man. Yeah, money in the bank. Hey, we actually, from that song, we got paid from Big Smith Band. WWE. Anti-Bank. On the back. Just off that. Hard on, man, baby. I want to be the head down now. What's up? What's that?
Bravery is not the absence of fear, but the ability to overcome it. We stand for those who defy suppression, who speak out, and those who walk the road less traveled. Everyone deserves to be seen and their voices to be heard. We're sparking a movement, growing a community of creators united by the desire for freedom, choice, equity, and ownership. At Fanbase, it's all for one and one for all. We support each other to guide, promote, and uplift you in a place where you can unapologetically be yourself. A place where your voice, ideas, and creativity are not just welcomed, but celebrated. We are Black-founded, minority-funded, and supported by a diverse, inclusive, powerful community that believes in the strength of authenticity and individual choice. Regardless of success or background, we welcome you. The marginalized, the underappreciated, the successful, the superstar. We're for all who seek a space to express themselves freely, where they are rewarded for being their authentic, true self. We transcend labels because only we have the right to define ourselves. We are built for the brave, the culture, the creators, and for the future where everyone has the power to shape their own destiny, where all are empowered, voices are amplified, and freedom is embraced. For the first time, you have the chance to own the platform you helped make popular. It's a revolution, a movement in how we connect, create, and share. Everyone is a creator, and everyone has a fan base. Here, you can be you without limits.
TikTok is going to be banned January 19th, 2025, and users are going crazy. But no worries, Isaac Hayes III has created a platform that is mind-blowing, okay? It's called Fanbase, and it's super simple, super easy. It's allowing consumers to not only consume content, but actually be able to get paid for creating content. See, in the past, your Facebook, your TikTok, your Snapchats, all those things, we put in a lot of work to build these platforms up, and we weren't able to really see the output when it came to the income. So what Isaac Hayes III has done, he has now created a platform where we can get paid for our fan base. They're calling it the TikTok killer. I'm excited. I created my fan base account, and the first thing that I noticed was that I was able to import all of my information from Instagram or TikTok. So all you do is put a code in your bio, the two applications talk to each other, and it imports over 2,000 videos from your previous platform. So you don't have to worry about starting from scratch. That was my biggest fear was, hey, I'm gonna have to go to this platform, I'm gonna have to start from scratch. That is something I just did not want to do. But enough of me talking about it, let's go ahead and jump into the platform. The website is going to be www.fanbase.app. And right here on the front page it says be you without limits, right? Fanbase is a free next generation social media app that allows any user to earn money from day one, okay? So I know a lot of people, you have to go out first, build it, and then you can start earning. Here you can start earning on day one. It's available on the Apple Store or the Google Play Store. Either way is fine. You're able to monetize your content on Fanbase, right? So you're able to do that long form or short form. You can do audio. Remember Clubhouse, where we were doing audio conversations? You can do that same thing here. Create exclusive content and earn money. So you can create your subscriptions. You can create that fan base. You can go ahead and build that community the way you want to. Okay, get paid for any content, right? So it doesn't matter if it's short or long, or if it's subscription based, you're gonna get paid for everything, and you can earn and view your earnings in real time. No waiting, no big delays. You can see it in real time. Okay. Boost your subscription. Subscriptions have become one of the bigger things going into like 2022, 2023, where people are now creating subscription-based content, offering exclusives in your close friends or things like that. I know YouTube even has a subscription thing now. So understand that subscriptions are now a thing, and if you're not doing it and you want to grow online, I suggest that you get into the subscription-based platform, something like this, right? So what is love? It's not just a feeling, right? Love on Fanbase has a real-world value of half a penny. Users can use love as a way to express their appreciation for content creators and their remarkable work. So what this looks like is you can buy packs. You can buy a pack of hearts, and let's say you go to your favorite content creator and you want to put some hearts down, you can put 10 hearts, 20 hearts, 30 hearts that you have pre-purchased to be able to show love, all right? Create without limits, right? You can do this however, whatever that looks like. Isaac Hayes has really capitalized on allowing creators to create, okay? Interact in real time, you can go live. Fanbase puts you in the heart of action. Your creativity comes to life. So you can go live. It allows you to go live. You can see everything that's happening in real time. You're able to see the hearts. You're able to see people sharing with you or buying things from you. You can go exclusive, public, or private, or you can host what's like called a campfire. So maybe something smaller. okay? It's perfect at home for a home for creators, okay? What this means is this is a creator's playground. This is exactly what you've been thinking about, wanting, the stuff that we've said before. They are doing it right now with Fanbase, guys. So you can see right here. It's a great, great app. I love it. I would say go check it out right now. Go ahead and do it for free. You have nothing to lose. And like I told you guys before, you can go ahead and port your whole Instagram or your whole TikTok up to 2,000 posts. So you're not coming in completely brand new. Look, guys, the link to my fan base is going to be in the description below. Go ahead and follow me. I'll follow back, and I'll see you guys in the next video.
Black and now. Fanbase forward. Let's do. We'll go over this one.
What's up, everybody? This is Noah Washington coming from the Fanbase headquarters. I am sitting here with Mr. Chris Davis. How are we doing today, man?
I'm doing good, man.
Oh, absolutely fantastic. We are here to talk about your newest film, Big George Foreman. Let's get into it.
Okay.
Starting from beginning, getting that initial call to audition, what was that like?
Oh man, it was at the beginning of the pandemic. So about 2 months into the pandemic, I got the audition sites, and I was like, man, this is 22 pages, 6 scenes for a major studio film. I'm pretty sure they got the guy. Why did they want me to audition for this movie? But you know, I'm the kind of person that I'm gonna do it anyway because I believe in keeping the muscle strong. You know, and also you never know, right? So I'm by myself in my room in New York City with 22 pages and 6 scenes to learn. And I recorded the other people's lines and I airdropped it to my computer, and I would press play and hear myself talking to me. And I left, right, so I recorded their lines, left space for me to speak and act as if I was, you know, George Foreman. And airdropped it to my computer, press play, the computer would talk to me, I would say my lines to my cell phone that was on a tripod. That's how I did the audition. So I was sure that I wasn't gonna get a call back. I was sure that was it. But they gave me a call back, man, and I did several callbacks, and I ended up going to LA to test. And I think it was June of 2020, right in the middle of the pandemic, man. So you know, there was a lot of confusion there, and you know, it was a bit scary at that time. But I went anyway, kind of on faith, man. You know what I'm saying? That I wasn't gonna kick the bucket. You know what I mean? Went, did the test, and came back, and around the 4th of July, I got the phone call that I had got the job.
Wow. Talk about an Independence Day weekend for you, man. That's
cool.
That's
And
awesome.
it was my grandmother's birthday.
Wow, that's amazing. What a present, a birthday surprise.
Yeah, it was beautiful.
So let's jump into that. This was not your first time playing characters with boxing backgrounds. I was reading that you did a stage show playing a Jack Johnson type figure. How did playing that role come into playing George Foreman?
Not so much with the boxing, because the Royale at Lincoln Center was a stylized piece. So we didn't make contact. We didn't really throw punches at each other. So I didn't need to do any rigorous fight training, if you will. But the way that it connected was Jack Johnson is a figure that we all know as a fighter, but we don't know as a person. So I got an opportunity to try to extract some type of human connection, right, through his story that people could relate to while telling the story. And same thing with Mr. Foreman. We know Mr. Foreman as being either the brutish boxer from the 70s or the grill guy, but we don't really know Mr. Foreman as the father, you know, as the gentleman. And those are the things that I wanted to highlight in his story.
You said a key word in there, training. Let's get into that, man.
Right.
You went through 2 physical transformations.
I did.
What was it like getting into the prime shape of George Foreman in his early days? Just that whole process and the emotions that went behind it.
I mean, I work with Daryl Foster, who is, I would say, the guru of training people how to fight, especially in film. And, you know, his whole thing was, you know, we're going to treat it like a fight camp. We're not going to treat it like you're training for a film. We're going to treat it as though you're training for the championship, you know, the heavyweight title. So it was hard, man. You're talking, you know, from the door, 6 to 5 hours a day in the gym, working out, hitting the heavy bag, the speed bag, throwing punches. Then once the other fighters would come in, we had a number system for the way that we did our fights. If anyone's done any boxing before, you know that usually throwing punches is designed on a number system. So we use that number system to orchestrate the fights, if you will. But getting into that fight shape was incredibly difficult, but it required a lot of focus. I mean, we would be in the gym, like I said, 6 hours. Sometimes we'd be in there at 3 a.m., 4 a.m., then I'd go home and get my nutrition in, and then I'd be back in the gym just lifting weights for another 2 hours before the end of the day, you know, where I would pick up my script and start doing that kind of work. And that was my day-to-day up to the point where we started filming.
Wow.
Yeah.
Couldn't be me. That's intense.
It was hard. It was hard, man. And I had never done any boxing training before, so you know it. As an athlete, you know, you think that you're in shape. You think you know how to get in shape, but unless you've done any fighting training, I would say you have no idea what being in shape is. You have no idea what conditioning is until you go 3-minute rounds with somebody. You know what I mean?
So let's talk about the other end of that, Ryan. When he was older,
Right.
I was watching the film. I was like, "This got to be a suit," right? But I was reading that you went through that transformation as well.
Yeah, I didn't want to wear a fat suit. You know, I wanted to go the distance with this because no one's ever told Mr. Foreman's story before.
Yeah.
So in my mind, I was like, look, you got one shot to do it, and one shot to do it right.
And you did it.
Can't go back and be like, oh, wait a minute, hold up, take the movie back. I actually wanted to put the weight on. This is the moment, right? So why cut a corner? So I wanted to put the weight on. So in 5 weeks, I gained 50 pounds. I went from 225 to 275 in 5 weeks. I had a nutritionist, and he gave me a plan. It was 4,000 calories a day when I was at home, 5,000 when I was on set, 6,000 when I was boxing training. But I wasn't going to make the weight, but I needed to make the weight because I wanted to tell this story as authentically as possible. So I mixed and matched it, and I brought it up to 7,000 calories a day to make the weight. So I ended up getting to 282 total. Yeah.
Whoa, what type of things were you eating?
I did it all pescatarian. Yeah, no dairy, no sugar, because I wanted to gain the weight, but more than anything, I wanted to lose the weight. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't want the weight to stick. Now, if I had have done it by just doing dairy and carbs and sugar, I'm certain that it would have been a lot harder to shave off in the end, you know, but I did it clean, man. I did a lot of salmon, a lot of branzino, a lot of root vegetables, a lot of greens, you know, because kale is high in protein, things like that, a lot of legumes, and obviously some pasta and rice, you know, but it was really eating all day. I mean, I would have, for instance, I would start my day, I'd wake up, and I'd make 1 cup of oatmeal, and I would eat that. And then I would make 6 eggs with like 4 vegan sausages, some hash browns, and some toast. And I would eat that.
Sounds great.
You think so? And then I would make a 700 calorie protein shake, and I would drink that on my way to the gym. By the time I got to the gym, I had to eat 700 calories of like trail mix and another small protein shake with a couple protein bars, and then I would train. Then another 2 hours, I would have another protein shake, 700 calories with some protein bars. But I was literally eating all day.
Well, my next question is, a big part of the film is about George Foreman's spiritual journey. How did your own spirituality play into that journey?
I think it informed the journey tremendously because I grew up in the church. You know, my parents are now pastors. Most people in my family, especially the older ones, are like missionaries or pastors or elders or whatever. So it's deep in my makeup. So I think that my spiritual history, my religious history, helped inform that part of the storytelling.
Wow. If there's anything you would like to say about George Foreman as a person or the journey that he has taken, what would it be?
I don't know, man. I think that Mr. Foreman, what people don't really know about him, and I think that they may overlook or bypass about him, is just how big of a heart he had. You know, how much he believed in his dream, you know, even when it didn't seem possible, you know, and his heart, his spirit was always in it. And you go back to the 70s when he was perceived to be that monster. And you look at those tapes, you look at those interviews, and you can find that that beautiful person on the inside, that very nice and gentle man on the inside, that kind person. And Mr. Foreman is that. Mr. Foreman is a family man. He loves his family deeply. He's always been a kind person, I believe. I think that's true to his nature. A generous person. So yeah, that's what I would say.
My final question for you is there anything reflective in George Foreman's story in his life that you see in your own?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, talk about second chances, you know, and that's a huge part of his story, right? That's where all of the religion started, right? Was with the opportunity to have a second chance that he did not squander. And for me, it made me reflect heavily on a lot of my second chances. You know, if you're lucky enough to have your life shaken up in a real way that feels real dire and real devastating, and you're able to make it out of it and make something different of your life, then you'll understand what Mr. Foreman went through, and you'll understand why he held on to that at all costs. So it definitely made me reflect my own personal experience in that way.
Wow. Powerful words, man. Thank you so much.
Yeah, no
I
doubt.
really appreciate it.
Thanks for having me, man.
Thank you, and go out and see Big George Foreman.
What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Thank you, thank you, thank you. If you're listening in the listening lounge, welcome, welcome, welcome. We are going over Fanbase. This is Fanbase. What do you love about Fanbase? In the chat. Please make sure you join the camp. Follow me. Investment links are in the chat. We are just chilling. We're getting ready to do movie night in a minute, but we're just going over Fanbase and what's going on Fanbase. I am your Fanbase ambassador, Queen Mo. If you need anything, shake your phone. If you need anything, YouTube. Download Fanbase. What are you waiting for? Download Fanbase. The minimum to cash out on Fanbase is $5. Import your TikTok, Instagram today. So let's get some more into Fanbase. Okay. Let's see. Going into some interviews and some different things on Fanbase.
I'm Kit Connor.
I'm Ray Mendoza, and we're here at Fanbase. Well, I would say I came up with the story. So how I was in the story. So I have a friend named Elliot Miller, played by Cosmo Jarvis, and when he got injured, some of the effects of that was a blast, and just his recovery was his loss of memory of the incident. Over the years, he's asked a lot of questions, and usually we do it in literary form, and we have, there's a lot of people that were there, so I think it's never in a linear form for him. It's always been a single person's perspective, and so naturally he had a lot of questions. Got into the movie industry almost 15 years ago, and I learned that I just kind of started to learn about this new medium, and I was very interested in it. About maybe 5 years into it, the idea of maybe possibly creating this visual medium for Elliot started to kind of grow into our head. So yeah, and that's kind of where the seed was planted to make this movie.
Well, again, in a similar way to Ray, with this project, it wasn't so much a task of like creating a character, because I was playing, you know, a real person. So for me, it was a slightly different approach to anything I'd done before, because I hadn't ever really done that before. I hadn't been able to interview the guy that my character was based on. I hadn't been able to speak to many people who were at the event and knew the person that I was playing. So that was a kind of new experience from my perspective as an actor, and it was, you know, made my life so much easier, because, you know, I could even talk to Ray, and he would be able to give me a really good idea of his perception of my character, and also, you know, his perception of my character's events in or actions in the events of the film. So it was pretty exciting in that regard as an actor, to be able to kind of not create a character but discover a character, you know. Well, quite early on in the process, we as a cast, you know, used our kind of group chat as a way of sending loads of different media, you know, lots of videos of SEALs and military guys in action. So we were immediately kind of trying to immerse ourselves in that world. Watched a lot of documentaries and things like that. But I think really the most formative process is in terms of getting that character and getting the kind of mindset of a SEAL was really the training process, was the boot camp, you know, because that's where I think we all started to firstly form the brotherhood, form the relationship with each other, which is kind of the through line of the film, but it was also, you know, just incredibly useful for us to start learning some of the vernacular that we might need to use, and start becoming really as proficient as we could be with the weapons, and just with the kind of way that these men moved. So that was, yeah, I think it was really helpful.
Yeah, I had a huge influence in the casting of this. I was just speaking in general about the casting, but I wanted a very youthful face on this. I think oftentimes, you know, if you watch Saving Private Ryan or Band of Brothers, you know, often traditionally, like, we're old when we tell these stories. And I think one of the things I wanted to ensure was like, it's the youth typically fights wars. So that was kind of my first kind of parameter. The next one is more of an attitude. It was gonna be a really short, you know, tight shooting schedule, fast, high tempo, long days, stress, and there's a lot we had to get done. So I think we didn't want people who needed to go back to their trailers. We wanted kind of the team-oriented type people. So, you know, we had a list of cast actors that we interviewed, and we just started picking those with the right mindset. When you set those expectations right off the bat, you can get a good sense of the reaction. If you say, hey, it's going to be this difficult, the guy who's like, sign me up, you're like, cool, you get a good feeling that he's going to be an asset. And then the person who's a little hesitant, doesn't mean they're a bad actor, but it wasn't going to be a traditional way of filming. So we needed to be firing on all cylinders. In regards to Kit, playing Tommy was a new guy. And by new guy, meaning this is his first platoon, hadn't deployed before. Great machine gunner. One of the best I've seen. Later on, I went to be a training instructor, where I had to employ machine gunners, teach to them how to top Kit. And nobody really could hold a candle to that guy, which made me proud, kind of thinking back to the incident. So, you know, Tommy kind of represents this kind of innocence, this purity, like, no pun intended, but, you know, he's young, same way he used to be. It's a song that we used at the beginning. But it's just like, it's where we all start. It's what it looks like when, you know, that first experience of chaos, which does change the lens or your perspective on life, humanity, and, you know, seeing the worst and seeing the best of humanity kind of in the same space. And yeah, Kit was going to represent that.
Well, I think that it was a very kind of complicated mindset to portray because there were a lot of factors. You know what I mean? Like just before that, even before the failed extraction, which probably caused concussion and just kind of general confusion. Yeah, just shock and shell shock and things like that. And obviously later, earlier in the film, there was an incident with a grenade, and that had already kind of rocked him a little bit. So that was obviously the kind of physical factor, was that no matter how green he was, that would have an impact. And there's another character played by Taylor John Smith who is kind of equally shell shocked and much less green. So that was an aspect. But there was a real thing of this guy is on his first deployment, and I spoke to the guy that I was playing, and he told me that kind of before that they felt pretty invincible. They'd been out for a little while, and they'd had some close shaves, but it had never ever felt like they were actually gonna die, or that there was any kind of chance of that. And this was the first time where he ever felt that there was a risk that they might not come out. So yeah, I think that was one of the main things that was kind of going through my head. But I think also I had already by that point formed a good bond with the people that I was acting alongside, and seeing some of these guys in these situations and in these positions it was again a fraction of what it would have felt like on the day, but it was definitely helpful for my performance, for sure. It was in many ways it did feel really like we were making a movie in a lot of ways, but it was a very unorthodox process in that regard. And as you say, it was very play-like in a lot of ways, especially the rehearsal process. And yeah, I mean, it taught me a lot. It kind of stretched us all as actors, I think, because you're not often required to stay in that mindset for 10-15 minute takes, and a lot of the time we'd be doing the same sort of 10-15 minute section for about 2-3 days, sometimes more. So that was a big challenge for us as actors, to be able to stay in it and keep it fresh and keep it feeling like it was real. But I do think that's really what kind of makes our ensemble performance so much stronger, is the fact that there's so much kind of tension and energy, and it feels like it's happening.
Yeah, and we made it very specifically. What I'm hoping people will leave with after watching this movie, it's just an understanding with everything that's going on in this world. There's lots of YouTube. It's hard to compete with that, because that's real. It's about as real as you can get with some of the violence that we're watching, virtual wars everywhere. And so I'm not trying to compete with that. What I'm trying to share is kind of what war really looks like, not from a thought process or emotional standpoint of having to process some of these things, and what it feels like to know that you may possibly die, and watching your friends possibly die. So I'm just kind of really pulling the onion back on that. And if it creates a conversation piece, if you want to ask questions to better understand what we're going through, I think hopefully we'll all be more reluctant to send people on.
Yeah, I mean, I think that for me, again, from the perspective of the actor, this is kind of a bit less important than Ray's perspective, but I think that the way that I always saw the film was just an incredibly authentic, kind of unbiased presenting of the facts and presenting of what happened, and I think the most like kind of close to the ground portrayal of what modern warfare looks like and what these people have to go through, and you know the effects that it has on the people involved. So I hope that people watch it and feel feel moved and feel. I think that when I first spoke to Alex about this project, for example, he said that my character often kind of reminded him of, or he often kind of saw his son, and in terms of like the age aspect, and I think that a lot of people might see this and think of their kids and imagine their kids in these kind of situations, and you know that would, I'm sure, make them feel a certain type of way, which is probably one of our goals. April 11th, all over the US.
Yeah, please watch.
Please watch.
All right. We getting ready to get up on out of here, but
Try adjusting
stay
how much of your
tuned.
personalization influences your image with the dash.
Stay
Try
tuned.
adjusting.
Still, who cares?
Try adjusting how much of your personalization influences your image with the dash stylized or dash s parameter. Use a
Okay, we getting ready to go ahead and get up on out of here. But yeah, we gonna get up on out of here. We getting ready to go to movie night on Fanbase. So thank you. Here every Saturday at 6:30, every Saturday at 6:30, and every Thursday at 3:30. All things Fanbase. Learn more about Fanbase. Import your TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. Fanbase ambassador. If you download Fanbase, receive 50 loves. Subscribe to me, receive 200 loves. Import your TikTok, Instagram. If you miss any movie nights or lives, they do stay up. Okay, they do stay up. So with that being said, I will see y'all in the next one. Peace.